saying follow the decorum, Mr. President. Mr. President, kung ganyan ang stand natin, then my staff now can show a meme of you.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, dito ba sa, let me ask that question.
Mr. President, I am not from China. Why will they put a meme? Why will your staff put
No,
a
it's
meme
not about
towards
China.
me?
It's about decorum.
You're comparing apples
Mr.
and
President,
oranges,
no,
Mr.
no, no, no.
President. You are simplifying
Session
what
is
is a
suspended for 1 minute.
complicated na international.
Going back to Commodore Tariela, sa resolution nyo po kasi nakalagay dito in their performance of the official duties. So, tinanong ng ambassador ng China sa DFA, official ba yan? Which is tama and normal. So, if in Beijing, yung isang general doon ay maglabas ng caricature ni BBM, ipare-recall natin yung ambassador natin doon pag hindi siya nagtanong, nag-protest na bakit, at pag hindi sinabing official ba yon. Kasi yung Pangulo natin takes effort and time for good relations despite the dispute. Tapos yung general, naka-uniforme pa siya, on official time, will show this caricature. So my point, Mr. President, is naghahalo-halo kasi itong resolution na to kung ano tama at mali. Let's assume, I will not grant because hindi ko alam yung statements niyo, Mr. President. I have to admit that. Okay? Pero naghahalo din yung statements si Tariela. We cannot pass this resolution saying that Commodore Tariela is correct because he's wrong. If he just simply stated, I love the Philippines, I will fight for our territory, I'll fight for our sovereignty rights, I will do my duty, but sorry, dahil uminit ulo ko, nilabas ko to, pero hindi official yan. Tapos tayo.
We beg to disagree, Mr. President, that Mr. Commodore Tariela is mistaken.
So-
We would not have put this resolution and authored it if we felt
See,
Mr.
so
Tariela.
that's what I want to elicit. So the authors of this resolution is saying, pwede. So kung ang official ng presidente is to have certain decorum sa presidente ng China, pwede yung isang general hindi sumunod. Ang sa kanya, bastusin natin yung Pangulo ng
Mr.
isang
President,
bansa.
that is his interpretation?
No. Bastos yun.
No, that is your interpretation.
No. So if I ask them now...
Mr. President, we beg to disagree.
Can you show the slide
Mr.
ulit?
President, we beg
Mr.
to disagree. The Department of National
Mr. President,
Defense
tignan niyo naman po.
has issued a statement condemning China's remarks, Mr.
No,
President.
we're not talking about... Mr. President, if you look at the DFA, it was also telling Tariela, but not directly.
It says,
It was saying, follow the decorum, Mr. President. Mr. President, kung ganyan ang stand natin, then my staff now can show a meme of you.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, dito ba sa... Let me ask that question.
Mr. President, I am not from China. Why will they put a meme? Why will your staff put
No,
a
it's
meme
not about
towards
China.
me?
It's about decorum.
You're comparing apples
Mr.
and
President,
oranges,
no,
Mr.
no.
President. You are simplifying
Session
what
is
is a
suspended for 1 minute.
complicated na international.
Kiko, and to you, I think we were just making a point. I will speak after him.
No, Mr. President, I have made my point. Just for the record also, the resolution does not make mention of the caricature, so I'm not sure where
Yes.
where the point of the caricature is being
Mr. President.
pointed out.
I will go there after this point, Mr. President. No? Sir President, Rule 93, acts and language which offend a senator or any public institution shall be deemed parliamentary. From kindergarten, Mr. President, we are taught certain rules. How to address the teacher, how to respect your neighbor, paano i-address yung matatanda, di ba? Ganon din po sa international affairs. You do not mess with their flag and you do not mess with their symbol of authority, their king, sultan, prime minister, or president. That's why in this slide, Mr. President, it is very clear, yung official natin is, despite any dispute, si President Zelensky at President Putin, if you put them on the same room, magkakamayan yan. So that's why the question kay Commodore Tariela is, officially sanctioned ba yan? Which tama na tanungin ng Chinese ambassador, bakit? If a general in China makes a caricature of President Bongbong, dapat i-protest ng ating ambassador. At dapat tanungin, official ba yan? Because we cannot look underhanded pagdating po sa international community. Hindi pwede ang Pangulo makikipag-usap na eto walang personalan and then yung general mo, personal. So, I'm sorry I reacted because anyone who sees the caricature is not a flattering caricature. If I do that caricature to any world leader, kahit dito, di ba? The majority leader is smiling. The majority leader and I had a we've known each other since 98. We've never argued with raising our voice. But umabot. I didn't even remember what I said. We apologized to each other. Bakit? Mali eh. Mali. Pero tama yung pinaglalaban mo, bro. Tama pinaglalaban ko. Mali yung paraan paano natin pinaglaban. So wala akong problema sa pinaglalaban ni Commodore Tariela. Pero hindi naman tayo fraternity dito sa Pilipinas na mali na nga brad mo, pero dahil bugbugan sa ibang bansa, sasabihin mo tama brad mo. Mali eh. Mali. I don't propose a resolution, but the guy should apologize and just say na, tama pinaglalaban ko, pero mali na ginawa kong ganyan. Now, if he wants to do that, he resigns his commission. He can go around, he can join the media, he can be a blogger, he can be a professor, he can be like Ronald Llamas and call himself a influencer or a political analyst, di ba? But when you're in uniform, the other countries will ask you, official ba yan? That's standard, Mr. President. Kaya tayo nagkakaproblema.
Mr. President, wala namang problemang magtanong sila. Pero itong mga bitiw na salita nila sa kanilang Facebook official pages ay hindi katanggap-tanggap. Number one. Number two, kahit sa China, Mr. President, kinakarikature ang ating Pangulo ng China state-controlled media. Na alam natin, walang lumalabas dyan na hindi aprobado ng Communist Party. So merong China, Xinhua News. Andito si BBM, may caricature. Andito rin. So maliwanag, Mr. President, na they too, through their official channels,
Sir President.
come up with caricatures, Mr. President.
Sir President, yun po, with all due respect, Senator Pangilinan, and dapat ina-advisean ng DFA ng tama, hindi po mangga sa mangga o atis sa atis yan. Communist countries, including Vietnam, Cuba, North Korea, pag news outlet nila, although alam natin in reality, may say sila, just like PTB4, in reality, hindi dapat, but in reality, kahit sinong administrasyon ay may say sa PTV4, is not considered track 1. Hindi siya track 1. So kung hindi ka track 1, pwede ka mag-caricature. Media yun eh. Kahit na alam ng Communist Party. So if our diplomat ask, is that official? Sasagutin ka, that's our news. Hindi kami.
Which is Mr. President, and therefore okay lang.
No, it's not okay lang.
Well,
It's not okay lang, Mr. President. But
Why
It is the
when we
international-
defend when our officials caricature, it's not okay. But when their state-controlled news caricatures, it's okay?
no, Mr. President. There is an
Ayun naman pala eh.
international...
So what's the issue?
No, Mr. President, there's an international order in foreign relations. And when these countries that control state media do it, it is accepted that it is not track 1. But when democratic countries have generals who do that, it destroys the order. Nagmumukha tayong childish at bata, nasisira po ang kredibilidad mula sa Pangulo hanggang sa Secretary of Foreign Affairs. Kung hindi sila napapahiya na ginagawa ng state news, tayo napapahiya. Kasi walang maniniwala na gagawin ng general yan at hindi siya ipagsosorry, tapos sasabihin hindi siya opisyal.
Well, again, Mr. President, if taken in isolation, and that's the difficulty here, the good senator is taking it in isolation. That was January 14. December pa lang, pinuntirya na ako. Si Senator Risa Ontiveros, the same. Nung nag-statement ang Congressman Laila and Congressman Jokno, tinira rin. So, itong propensity to focus on Tariela because nagre-reklamo on China, it does not present the entire picture, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
This resolution would not have happened if it was just Mr. Commodore Tariela they were complaining about.
No, Mr.
But precisely, it is a systematic propaganda campaign to discredit our public officials, to discredit our armed forces, Mr. President. Ganyan ang style. And the statement of the DND, if you look at it, if you read through it, they were saying, and they condemned the lies. Mr. President, they described it as lies ang nilalabas ng China. And then dito tayo, nagre-reklamo sila dahil dito sa caricature. Sana naman medyo patas tayo dahil dito naman tayo sa atin, Mr. President. Suportahan naman natin yung ating Coast Guard. Sila ang tumataya dyan eh. At suportahan natin ang DND at ang ating men in uniform. Yun ang ating
Mr. President.
kagustuhan para maipasa itong resolusyon na ito that we stand behind our men in uniform. We oppose and we condemn the lies, the disinformation, and the maligning being undertaken by China against the senators, against congressmen, against our men in uniform. Mr. President, ganun lang kasimple ito. Hindi na dapat pinahaba pa at pinatatagal pa to, Mr. President.
Mr. President, that's his opinion that hindi to pwedeng pahabain. This affects OFWs. This affects our ailing economy. This affects our being a Christian nation. This affects moral ascendancy. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin dahil mali kayo, mali na rin gagawin ko. Dahil ang Coast Guard tama, yung isang general na ng bastos, okay. So I take offense sa sabihin, dito naman kayo sa amin. Protektahan nyo naman Coast Guard. Kailan namin hindi protektahan ng Coast Guard, Mr. President? We are for the Coast Guard, Mr. President. But if one of their generals went over the line and did something that is wrong, childish, undiplomatic, reckless, unprofessional, it's also our duty. Did we file a resolution here to ask someone to correct him? Hindi po. Kasi hindi na namin kailangan ng rest back ng Senado. Pag kami nakakapag-debate sa Russian ambassador, American ambassador, hindi namin kailangan rest back ng Senate. Especially kung tama kami. But what we're asking sa resolution to is rest back ng buong Senado. Which I'll go to the other point because hindi tayo magkasundo dyan. So tingin nyo tama, bahala kayo. Because may mga anak kayo, may mga apo, tayong lahat. Dadating tayo dyan. Pwede mo ba sabihin sa anak mo, anak, pag mali sila, gumawa ka na rin ng mali. Anak, okay lang mang bastos kasi mas bastos sila eh. Anak, okay lang mag-bully kasi mas bully sila. Ako, hindi ko sasabihin yon. Ako, sasabihin ko,
At hindi yun ang sinasabi.
hindi, yun ang sinasabi mo, Mr. President, and I'm
No,
not yet
Mr.
finished.
President. Of
Kasi
course
you said, tama
We
si
beg to
Tariela.
disagree,
Mr.
Mr.
President, I'm not yet finished. No?
Well, we beg to
So,
disagree.
Mr. President, this is the question. The resolution question statement. Sabi dito, whereas, in response to the public statements of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China, etc., etc., walang naka-attach ko anong statements nila. So, paano tayo magdidebate dito? That's why mahaba to eh. Mga pang 3 araw to, iniisa-isa ko yung statements. Pinapakuha ko sa staff. Nagsumulala ako kay Tariela because tinitingnan ko statements ni Senator Risa. I think that's within her rights. She's been consistent with some of her... I may agree or disagree, but yun ang statement niya. I've been looking at the statement of the gentleman from Pampanga. You're a senator, you're a patriot. But yung kay Tariela, nakita ko kaagad eh. Tama yung iba niyang mga statements, pero mali yung ginawa niya na ganyan ang gagawin mo. Kasi pag ginawa kay President Bongbong yon, regardless kung opposition ako administrasyon, pagtatanggol ko siya. Dahil mali eh. Ang mali is mali. Hindi pwedeng mali sila, mali na rin tayo. Tama sila, tama tayo. May tama tayo niyan. So Mr. President, this is the question. How will we discuss and vote on this? Kung wala naman dito yung statements na kune-question natin. So will the gentleman attach these questions and furnish the members of this this chamber. I don't think we ever passed a resolution. This is just 30 seconds, tapos na ako. On this point, we've never passed a resolution condemning anything without specifying what we're condemning. So, pwede bang sabihin, hindi ko gusto yung sinabi ni Senator Marcoleta sa CA. Hindi po. I saw the statement of Senator Lacson. I saw the other statements. Specify nila kung ano sinabi niya. Nakita ko statement ni Senator Marcoleta, clarify niya. At least malinaw. Eto parang carte blanche na lang. Lahat ng sabihin ng Chinese ambassador, mali. Paano kung sinabi niya, good morning? Paano kung sinabi niya, ni hao, good morning? Kinokondemn natin yon. Bawal na mag-good morning sa Pilipinas? Oh, you might say it's obvious na hindi yun ang kinokondemn. There's no such thing as obvious. The records of the Senate will bear this resolution and the discussions in this August hall. But anyone can add and subtract if it's general. So which statements are we talking about so that we in the minority, in the opposition, can be able to debate? That's why I started out today by simply saying, pagdating sa South China Sea, sa West Philippine Sea, nagkakaisa tayo, magkakasama tayo. Atin ito, ipaglaban natin to. Pero pagdating sa bastusan, out kami dyan. Kasi yung tama is tama, mali is mali. So ang question po ngayon, what will we do, gentleman from the esteemed senator, gentleman from Pampanga and the author, will you supply us or will we annex or add whereases so that we will see ano ba tong statements na to?
Mr. President, I think the whereases are clear. Just a little bit of research on the part of the researchers will confirm what we are referring to. We don't need to annex all of them, Mr. President. For example, in response to the public statements of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China that opposed and criticized these positions and questioned the propriety of Philippine officials expressing such views in the performance. So it's specified, the nature of the statements. So a little bit of research, malalaman mo na which statements were these because this
Point
refers
of order, Mr. President. Point of order.
What is the point of order?
The statements of Senator Pangilinan, the nature of his statements. Kayo na mag-research kung ano statements na yun, Mr. President. Sabi niya, pwede daw yun eh.
Mr. President,
I-research na lang daw natin.
I'm not yet done.
No, that's why I
Philippine
gave you,
officials,
Mr. President,
including
that's why
members,
I gave a point of
members
order.
of the Senate. May I just be, I am still
It's a
speaking,
point of order, Mr. President. A point of order precedes your precedence.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, maybe ask the minority floor leader to state the point of order. Which part of the rules was
Mr. President.
which part of the rules was
Wala.
violated?
I'm making a point, Mr. President, that you cannot make a motion and then say, i-research mo na lang yung laman. Sabi kasi niya, pwede mo daw ipasa to, tapos nandyan naman yung nature. Ano ngang statements?
Mr. President,
So in the
this is a
same manner,
debate.
Mr. President, I
Where
admit,
is the point
my
of order?
motion, may I finish?
Where is the point
my
of order,
motion
Mr. President?
for...
Where is the point of order?
Session is suspended.
I want to dwell muna dun sa point that we can agree and disagree. We can love the Philippines, protect our territory, secure the victory under UNCLOS, under the arbitral ruling, under international law, but yet magkakampi tayo. Pero kasi tignan nyo tong article na to. Sabi po nung dating secretary ng Presidential Advisor on Political Affairs, hold the senadors accountable. So, as far as he is concerned, anyone who did not sign the resolution is pro-China. I dare ask, do you agree, Your Honor?
I do not agree. In fact, I manifested when we sponsored the measure that the final determination of whether you are for or against the resolution is not in the being an introducer, but in voting whether for or against the resolution, which comes after.
Thank you for that, Mr. President, with a little bit of modification. Because if the resolution was like the resolutions in the 19th Congress, that was explicit on the Philippine official stand, then we will be unanimous. But the resolution is on statements, not on our stand. That's where, personal ko to, this is not the whole minority. Yun ang gusto kong linawin. Ang resolusyon na to ay tungkol sa sagutan ng mga opisyal ng Pilipinas at ng top diplomat na nandito sa Pilipinas ng China. As far as I'm concerned, hindi to tungkol sa stand natin. But this is the incredible thing, Mr. President. I remember the time that I hanged out a lot with Senator Lacson. Doon ko natutunan na sa House kasi wala or iba yung terminology. Sa Senate meron OB, official business. So kung may session tayo, pero let's say may international conference, OB ka, official business, di ba? Or we don't allow hearings na kasabay nung plenary, but if there was something in Malacanang, between the House, the Senate, or the Judiciary, the Senate, Malacanang, pwede ka magpa-OB. But there is another kind of OB, yung opportunistang balimbing. No? What do I mean by that? May I ask, Mr. President, honored gentleman, are you familiar with the stand of Secretary Llamas regarding the West Philippine Sea? It's okay if you're not. I'm just wondering if you're familiar.
I'm not familiar, Mr. President.
Today, he is one of the most ardent voices, the most firm voice about confronting China. At yung hindi mag-confront sa China ay Chinador or pro-China. That's a funny thing because before the arbitral ruling was filed, he sought me out. Sabi niya, Alan, mali approach ni Pinoy. Dapat kinakausap ang mga Chinese. Kung gusto mo, iset up ko yung meeting between you and the Chinese ambassador. And he did. And then sabi niya sa akin, Alan, ang Chinese may ibang kultura. Kakausapin mo yan bilateral. Hindi pwedeng multilateral. Isasama natin ang kano, mapapahamak tayo. He told me that. He met me after the meeting with the Chinese ambassador. This was during the time of President Pinoy. I think in the arbitral award, if I'm not mistaken, Senator, you were still in the Senate, no? You were in the cabinet yet, eh?
No, I was no longer...
You were already... Yung award... we-
2016.
no, we filed the...
The award was
2012, 2012 yung standoff, eh.
Yes.
So you were still in the Senate, no?
The first 3 years of my third term.
Yes. So I was minority leader noon. So by virtue of that, I was in the National Security Council. And Ronald Llamas were looking for anyone and everyone who would listen to him to talk to whoever to convince President Pinoy not to file the arbitral case, not to go, and to have bilateral talks. So let me just mention, Mr. President, that what is seen in public, in Facebook, in vlogs, is very, very far from what is discussed in the halls of power and between professionals. I mean, here in Senate, we know where we disagree, we know where we will agree, di ba? So for example, if you talk about divorce, we will know who is pro and anti. So yung pro, gusto niya mapasa yung batas na pwede ng divorce. Yung anti, ayaw. Meron naman pro-divorce, pero ayaw na no-fault divorce. Ibig sabihin, kailangan may grounds. So, masalimuot ang issues. No? Anong point ko doon, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, dear Senator Pangilinan? A issue this complex, we should simplify so that people, especially students, would know that, we shouldn't be, dapat walang divide and rule, dapat hindi tayo magpabaya, dapat always tayo on guard. But is it productive na just because you don't agree on a certain point, siya pro-China, ikaw, di ba? So, let me ask you this question. Can you be pro-Philippines without being anti-China?
Well, that's a general proposition, so I will have to answer with a qualification, Mr. President.
That's okay, Mr. President.
Yes.
Ito naman, opinion lang naman natin dalawa.
it'll be difficult to be out and out pro-China, especially when it comes to policies that affect our national interests. So I will have to qualify that you can be pro-Philippines without being anti-China as a general proposition, but when a conflict arises, obviously, between China's interests and ours, then clearly we stand by the national interest.
So, meaning, Mr. President, it's like watching a basketball game between the Philippines and China. I'm pro-Philippines, and then in the game, of course, I will cheer for the Philippines, but I don't hate China. Di ba? Pero dun sa specific interest natin, so for example, if I have to negotiate a trade deal, I will be pro-Philippines. Di ba?
Okay.
Now, if it can be a win-win, why not? No? So ang point ko lang, Mr. President, unlike electoral politics, which is a zero-sum game, meaning if Senator Villanueva runs for mayor of Taguig and I run for mayor of Taguig, only one will win. But in diplomacy, it's not a zero-sum game. Diba? It's a continuous dialogue, continuous communication, and there are times that we shout at each other. There's time that you hate the situation. So I'm not even talking about being pro-China. So what I'm saying is that we deal with our problems with Vietnam, but we're pro-Philippines, but we're not anti-Vietnam.
Nabanggit ni Ginoong Minority Leader yung basketball. In fact, ako may halimbawa. Last Tuesday, nung matapos yung aming balitaktakan ni Senator Marcoleta, yung nag-dinner kami sa Chinese restaurant. Hindi ng mga kasamahan ko. So ibig sabihin, kahit na ba tayo ay naninindigan at hindi tayo sumasang-ayon sa naging patakaran o yung mga bitiw na salita ng gobyerno ng China, paborito ko pa rin ang Chinese food.
Yes. So that's a good example because that's what I want to point out. Pareho tayo ng stand, atin to. Etong portions ng South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, na territory natin. Ako, mas radical pa stand ko. Hindi lang yung 12 nautical miles. Yung nasa Treaty of Spanish, atin din yun. Hindi natin pwedeng basta't i-give up yon by international treaty. Diba? Some will disagree, some will agree. The Supreme Court case na final ni a brilliant man ni Professor Magallona, diba? Nasabi niya, sa UNCLOS, bumawas yung ating territory. But we're not here to discuss that now. We're discussing, number one, yung sagutan ng opisyales at nila. So I just want to point that out, Mr. President, Senator Pangilinan, because we don't want to be hitting each other kung pareho naman pala stand natin in terms of sovereign rights and sovereignty. Let it be oversimplified. Si Senator Amy, kapitbahay natin dalawa, co-owners tayo, may puno ng mangga sa gitna. Sabi ni Senator Amy, sa kanya yon. Sabi natin dalawa, sa atin yon. Tuwing nagbubunga, nag-aaway tayo. Ang problema, mas mayaman sa atin si Senator Amy. Ang problema, marami pong tangke, airplano, pati sa pera, pati sa diplomacy, sa abogado, mas marami si Senator Amy. So ako, ang stand ko, makipag-usap tayo kay Senator Amy. Ikaw, ang stand mo, hindi, sinisigawan na tayo, makipagsigawan na tayo. So we have the same stand. Mr. President, let me just finish this sentence.
Yes, and I will clarify because
but ang pinag-uusapan natin, yung approach. Pero so far as saying na etong puno ng mangga ay atin, pareho tayo.
Pero hindi po nakikipagsigawan ang I would not describe yung position taken by this representation as nakikipagsigawan. In fact, maganda yung point ng Minority Leader, yung kanyang paghahambing na sila, ang China, maraming baril, maraming resources, maraming armamento, etc. At dahil nga doon, napakahalaga na ating isinusulong yung rule of law at yung ating sandigan ay yung international law. Hindi natin maaring labanan ng puwersa ang China. We cannot fight in the area of brute force. And that's why we are fighting in the area of the arbitral ruling, the UNCLOS, the rule of law, international law.
Yes. I will not disagree with you. When I said sigawan, it was in the context of magkapitbahay, etc. Because, Mr. President, President Aquino and President Duterte had very different approach. President Aquino, at a certain point, to be fair to him, at a certain point, may bilateral na pag-uusap. But after the standoff sa Scarborough, nagkaroon po ng, for lack of better word, we call it megaphone diplomacy. Di ba? Yung maingay sa media. But for the record, Mr. President, did we lose a single inch of territory or sovereign rights? Did we lose a single centavo during the Duterte administration?
Well, according to the Department of National Defense, because this was tackled during the interpellation last week, that despite the Duterte administration's positioning, the harassment did not stop. The water cannoning did not stop. And therefore, this is the situation, Mr. President. Hindi naman tumigil yung paghaharas, hindi rin tumigil yung pagwo-water cannon.
Mr. President, we'll speak about that. Iibahin ko yun kasi ibang issue kung yung dispute was live at umaabot ba sa water cannon. Ang tinatanong ko, kasi during President Aquino's time, it's on the record, we lost control of Scarborough. We lost control. May miscalculations na nangyari. Instead of sending a Coast Guard ship, we sent a military ship, Navy, a gray ship, and then nagkaroon ng standoff and then kinontrol ng Chinese. So when President Duterte took over, that's what we had to deal with, the threats that it will further escalate. So from the time that President Duterte took over, June 30, 2016, until the time he left, June 30, 2022, did we lose a single feature, a single square inch? Did we lose part of our territory? I think it's on the record, we did not.
Well, if we did not lose any, then we thank the efforts of the past administration. But did we gain? Were we able to reverse the losses? I think not. Were we able to improve our trade, direct investments, etc.? I would say not so. Not as robust in terms of other countries. So therefore, may plus minus din po, Mr. President.
Well, let me answer that in two ways. First, I appeal to the records. We had more trade than during the Aquino administration. More bananas, other fruits were allowed into China. The tourism went up. First time in our history, lumaban yung dami ng Chinese versus dumami ng Japanese. And then yung hindi nakakapangisda, your staff, I have my support staff, you have your support staff, they can Google it. President Duterte announced that our fishermen can fish. Hindi lang pwede sa loob ng lagoon. And pati yon meron dahilan because spawning grounds yon eh. So hindi dapat mag-fish dun sa loob. Long story short, hindi nakakapag-fish nun. Did we gain? That is now the challenge of the Marcos administration. And that's why I have not commented whether I'm for or against because his national security knows more of what's happening on the ground. And ongoing pa yung kanilang strategy. Do I hope that they will gain? I think there are some gains in the Scarborough. Of course, I hope that they will gain. Kaya nga ulit-ulitin ko. Pareho stand natin, atin to eh. Yung approach natin ang iba. And tayo, nakakapag-discuss tayo. I will agree with you or disagree. You will disagree with me. But I will not call you hypocrite, pro-China, anti-China, anti-Philippines, ganyan. Because precisely, you know, when I was in the Foreign Affairs Department, question ako ng Malaysian, Indonesian more of curiosity at Vietnamese. Bakit ganito yung strategy? Because nakikinabang sila sa strategy natin pag tayo maingay. But I got the shock of my life. Why? Because when I actually became Foreign Secretary, the funds from the United States for the South China Sea, mas malaki ang nakukuha ng Vietnam kaso sa Pilipinas. Ginera nila ang Vietnam, tinalo sila. Tayo, treaty ally, mas malaki. Ang before the administration of President Duterte, binigyan ng same kind of ship or seacraft ang Taiwan sa Pilipinas. Yung sa kanila may weapon system, may communication system. Sa atin, walang weapon system. So Mr. President, what I'm saying is that pareho tayo ng stand. Pareho natin mahal ang Pilipinas. Pareho natin gustong makinabang ang bawat Pilipino, ang anak ng anak ng anak ng anak ng anak natin. You know, President Cory, in her visit to China, actually started the discussion on this. So it's not new, no? So if you have comment, Mr. President, then can I have just a few more preliminary? Go ahead, Mr.
Just
President.
very quickly on the Scarborough Shoal incident. Precisely because of the Scarborough Shoal incident,
The Aquino administration proceeded to file the case before the International Tribunal a few years later. I think 1 year or several months later. And we won, thankfully.
Yes.
And in that regard, we placed on record that the 9-dash line of China is illegal according to the UNCLOS, that they're setting up, building destruction of the reefs and building artificial islands and runways was violative of our EEZ, and that alone gave us a strong footing. So strong in the sense that moving forward, several years later, about 60 countries have recognized the 2016 ruling
Yes.
that favored precisely the Philippine position.